forward. But look, if they get control of that, then it's fine. I don't think there'll be nerves in this one, because they're two fellas that they've won a world championship. They know what this is all about. To them, this is only another game.
And they're still cheering, still having a great time. Party time in Dublin tonight, I think.
Yeah, I'm glad Ireland have scored, because it's livened them up in here, I'll tell you.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah, what an atmosphere here. We're seeing some top-notch darts, of course, and Shane Long's goal for the Republic.
No score.
Really sparking the crowd here. Two BDO world champions going head-to-head in the third quarter-final of the night. I have to say,
80.
It is great to see two players like this, M.Webster and Klaasen, who have disappeared off the radar to a large extent, but they are back big time now. Two fantastic players, we know that, but just fell by the wayside for a short while. But John Part,
95.
Good to see these boys back on the big stage and doing the business.
Well, you know, and they're going to be happy they're in this situation, but I don't think they'll be satisfied if they don't
98.
take this opportunity. They're experienced. They've each won a BDO World Championship, and when you've done something like that, getting to this stage, no matter how long you've been absent from being in this stage of things,
59.
it won't satisfy them. They need to, especially with it so wide open in this tournament, they need to push it all the way, get to a final, and maybe get a title.
81.
That would turn a career around.
Both former Premier League players, of course, Webster and Klaasen. So they have graced the big stage in the PDC. Webster, a new dad, of course, nicely relaxed, content and happy. Trained plumber.
99. Mark Uruguay 167.
Now, Webster on a finish already.
Yeah, he's not too worried, though, with Klaasen at 178 and can't finish.
59.
Although that is sort of a door open back into the leg he started for Klaasen.
122. Mark Uruguay
Nice from
108.
Klaasen. Puts pressure on Webster here. Double 14, Mark Webster. Break a throw, first leg of the game.
Leg is Mark to throw
Nicely
first.
done for the man from Denby in Wales, who, of course, finished third in the world by beating Raymond van Barneveld in the third and fourth place playoff at the Alexandra Palace. He's been through a torrid time, and battling to stay in the top 32, Mark Webster, but significant tournament for both these players, but Klaasen is not away.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit in shock from that opening out shot by Webster. Klaasen felt he had a nice setup and was about to get a chance to hold his throw. But no, you have to expect your opponent from 100 to 120 to go out every time. It's probably about a 50-50 proposition if they're throwing well, but you have to expect the worst.
2-1 win against another BDO world champion, Stephen Bunting.
80.
That does not score a point at last start. And of course Webster 3-0 against Adrian Lewis. First 180 of the game, Jelle Klaasen. The Cobra on form here in Dublin. Has all the makings of a good game. Blink and you'll miss it.
Webster won't be rushed. He's making sure of this. Bull would be a good idea, perhaps. He's got an 18 round. I kind of like to knock it down out of the 160s to the 157 and take the bull out of the equation if you do get a chance next turn.
137.
18's safer because he has a finish. He needs it. Needs another one of those to lead bull. Yes. Can he have 200+ finishes? Bullseye!
139.
Some of the crowd thought it was in. 28. Double 14 for Jelle. Double 7. This is a big shot now.
14.
Well, he knows. He knows that Webster will fancy it from here. Double 12 for Mark Webster. Well, his finishing is superb, isn't it? Klaasen has been punished there.
Game on.
Well, the double 14 has not been friendly to the Dutch contingent tonight. Vincent, a couple of key moments missing it. Now Jelle. Michael, if you're watching, you better get practicing. Double 14.
Take some tips from Suljevic. Well, he's playing quite beautifully. M.Webster, very consistent.
100.
Quarter-finalist here in 2011.
Yeah, that'll feel like ancient history to him. 4 years, a long time when you're competing at probably 40 events a year, 40 tournaments, varying degrees in size.
Had a torrid time in the Premier League as well, M.Webster, didn't he? And I know he took it particularly badly. It was hard to handle because, you know, it was week after week, it was ruthless, and, you know, there was occasions where Mark was devastated, to reduced to tears after games in the Premier League, and I think that took it out of him, John.
Definitely, but, you know, in the long run, it's made him a stronger player. He's got the scar tissue, stronger.
137.
He's well ahead in this leg. He's looking good for 3-0.
58. Mark, you require 70.
$20 for tops now for Webster for the first set. There's the target.
30.
He's going to be back though.
Yeah, he's bought himself the luxury with the lead of being able to come back. He'll be under big pressure now. Klaasen gets 5 points past him. This for the set.
Now this is a big shot all of a sudden, isn't it? Handles the pressure superbly. M.Webster gets underway with the first set on the board. It's high quality. It's a good game to start with. And this was
Webster not letting up at all on Jelle Klaasen.
Yeah, Webster is playing quite beautifully, averaging almost 90. Now, a test for Klaasen, has to try and bounce back here because he had the throw in that first set. Klaasen, who beat Brendan Dolan 2-1, and then a real humdinger with Dave Chisnell 3-2. Won a Players' Championship in Barnsley last week. His second Players' Championship win of the year.
58.
Reached 2 of the finals this year as well. Jelle Klaasen has had a good year on the road. Good to see him back. Ranked 22. And has never got past the first round
96.
before this week here at the City West.
You know, and it gets a little tough when you haven't won a leg in a match. You're not in the first set, you're in the second set, and he's well back here in this leg. Psychologically, it just becomes a mountain to climb.
Tops Webster. Ruthless. He is playing quite beautifully. Klaasen is off and running. First time 76. Of asking, but gotta say, M.Webster here is back to his best.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't even have to be so ruthless on that shot and take it. Of course he wants to, but the focus, he's driving. He's seen some mistakes by other players tonight, almost costing Robert Thornton, almost, but it did cost Vincent van der Voort the let up. And you know, M.Webster is determined not to make the same mistake, driving forward.
Very impressive double start and finish, particularly the start for Webster. That's the key here in Dublin at the Grand Prix. That's the backbone of Mensa Suljevic's run to the semi-finals with his double 14. Before his match tonight against Van der Voort, Suljevic was at mid 60% on starting doubles, and that's why he's gone to the semi-finals. And Webster is the better player when it comes to the starting doubles in this game.
Mark just had a great 1-3-7 to get down ahead of Klaasen, and he's continuing to dish out the pain. He's 64 left, so treble 16 or treble 8. That would have left tops, but he's on 56. In any case, Klaasen no finish on this leg he started. There's no daylight to be seen for him.
104. Marque require 56.
Webster up to 95 average now. 16 would leave tops here for 2-0 in the second set. Just had the feeling he was going to hit it. Shaking ahead from Klaasen. When your opponent's playing as well as this fella, not a lot you can do. Away first time again.
Oh, it's just... It must be causing a feeling of desperation in Klaasen. Doesn't mean he won't perform, but he's really under pressure.
75.
Head to head, these two, not a lot between them. Webster 7.
123.
Klaasen 6 before tonight. Two BDO world champions head to head. Now, Klaasen with a third 180. Webster hasn't hit one, but the starting doubles have been the key.
60.
Finally, a sort of a little error. Little glimpse of light for Klaasen. Only 60. No finish for Webster. And Klaasen, another 180. Back to back to get the 66 against the throw. And this could be his opening leg of the match.
Nice switch to treble 19. Two of them.
134.
Super.
66.
So, can Klaasen take this out? Yes, is the answer. That might just be the boost he needs here. That's double 18 for Jelle Klaasen.
Well, just a fantastic leg under complete duress, and he responded as well as he could have. I was talking about at the beginning of the leg, he was definitely under tremendous pressure. Mark having to throw, got in first start, but just a superb leg of darts by Jelle Klaasen there.
120.
Terrific performance from Webster, and that was a great leg, as you say, John, from Klaasen.
121.
And all of a sudden, the crowd are about to go wild again with confirmation that the Republic of Ireland have beaten Germany at the Aviva Stadium tonight.
100.
What a reaction. Players are wondering what's going on, I'm sure.
100.
Brilliant from Klaasen. 5 180s. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a good night to be in Dublin. For all sorts of reasons.
57. Jelle require 144.
Two treble 20s. I almost thought he was going to get that, but
57.
only 57. He's 87, but Mark at 224. He's starting to wonder, what's going on in this game. No, he's seen it earlier tonight where people have had a good lead and it's all gone wrong.
60.
Thornton survived it. Vincent didn't.
Double 9 now for Klaasen.
69.
Can't take it out.
Marque require 164.
Another one would leave Bull. Still a way to go here in this game, although Webster does have the throw
92.
in the next
Jelle
leg
require 18.
to try and take out a 2-set lead.
Yeah. Klaasen needs this, and
No score.
no luck, and Webster can take the set now. This is big. He doesn't want to have to get to a deciding leg. Not the way Klaasen has come into form.
Double 12 for Webster to hurt Jelle Klaasen. That time he gets in, and Mark Webster romps into a 2-set lead. And Jelle Klaasen must feel it's all going against him there, because he was playing well, playing nicely, but Webster is the man right now. 2 sets up. Is there anything that the Cobra can do? Find out when we come back.